What won't you say?
We'll talk again when you're a little less touchy-feely.
Oh, hey everybody. It's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. Hot dog. This isn't what we're going to talk about today, but I will talk about this magazine in a separate review. Pretty cool. What I want to talk about today is a toy review. Well, kind of. It turned into this like forensic detective thing that I had to do. I basically had to turn into Batman.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
And figure out what was going on with this figure. Before we do that, if you haven't done so in a little while, make sure you check out m.a.s.k. and make sure you check out All About Mask, their websites. They're always updating their content. They're posting a ton of new stuff, really creative items, and supporting those pages and the message boards and the Facebook posts and everything along those lines. That's how we keep everything moving forward. So everybody, thank you for that. The one cool thing I will say with m.a.s.k. lately is the sticker pieces. Like he's collecting the random shots of like stickers, like $4.99 on the boxes to see what things might have cost, where they came from. It's a cool concept. I really like it. And it really makes you think. Like, you see like sales and all this stuff, and you just go, damn it, why didn't I buy all of that back then with my Microsoft stock? So yes, the video today, it's a toy review of a figure that I've been looking to get for a long time. Now, I did my due diligence with this. I did ask about, hey, is the legs, are they tight? Is the arms tight? Is anything loose? I always do that when I'm looking at something that I'm going to be spending $50 or more on. And just so happens that this one here came from Argentina, and it's a Playful figure. It's a Cliff Dagger that kind of looks like the same kind of paint scheme as Miles from Venom's Revenge, pictured here. And I'm going to hold the figure up in a second, but I wanted to point out something real quick about the Playful line. One, the popular misconception is that they are bootleg, and they're not. They were licensed by Kenner to produce figures. The figures they made always had metal pins in the legs. I do have confirmation of that by the founder of Playful, and they never painted over any existing figure. The molds, whatever color came out, that's what they went with, and that was confirmation as well. So that being said, let's take a look at an existing figure just to get an idea, and then I'll show you the differences with that with an original Kenner figure, so you can see what I'm talking about. So here is a figure. This is a Brad Turner. I think the mask comes off pretty easy on this one. Yep. A lot of these, I don't recommend taking them off if you have them on display. I've pulled some off where they're just like completely stuck on. The figures, the molds, they weren't always meant to go together when they put these together. So sometimes you have them where you rip the head right off, and it's a shame that does happen, but it does. Here's what I talk about here with the metal pin in the leg. You see that there? That's a metal pin straight through, and that's what you got. There's no repainting anywhere. It's just whatever they made in the mold, that's how they did it. And yeah, there's paint on top, like, the actual painted figure, but it was never repainted on top of an existing color. You would have had the base body model, and that's it. So keep that in mind. And in here, I have Mr. Cliff Dagger himself, the original, the one and only, the non-existing metal, and it's just a plastic piece. Straight through paint, nothing to write home about. Here's the figure I have. And this came from, it was in a 2-pack with a Brad Turner figure, but it was also with an adventure pack. I don't remember the exact name, but here's the 2 shots I have of it, and I can see here. And it's supposed to mirror Venom's Revenge figure. That's why you have the parts with it. Up here, these came with it. The mask that it came with, or it should have come with, is like a deep purple or a blue color. It's hard to tell from the photos, but here they are again. I guess I can just kind of take one of these and paint it if I can find one that's not already in use, like this one here. And well, I started looking at it and I go, oh, this is really great. And then I turn it and I look and I go, that's plastic. It's fake. I was kind of upset. But I pulled that back a little bit. One, because the seller actually sent me the thing that I was getting. I actually took the time to make it to the post office and send it to me and get it delivered. The one thing I was looking at the seller's other stuff. I don't think this person knew that this was fake. And I don't have any malice toward that person. I've already explained that to them in some eBay chats. I don't think they knew. So I feel bad that what I have here isn't what I initially paid for, but I'm still happy to share this with you because the mystery gets deeper. It really does. Right. So we have plastic, right? Then I did this, bent the knees, and that's the same color as Mr. Dagger, the original one, his knee joints. So then I sat there and questioned life. I was just wondering what the heck was going on here. Then, luckily, my wife came in. She said, well, did you scratch the paint away on the knee joint? No, she's like, on the actual knee joint part. I was like, no, I did that, and it's metal. So it led to more confusion. A lot of it, actually. So what I have here, in my best estimation for anything I can figure out, one of 2 things I have here is that somebody repainted a Playful dagger that was in the original mold, the original likeness of Cliff Dagger, and painted over everything, just didn't do the knee joints, or the original figure, something happened to its original legs, because this top part does not look repainted. It looks, I don't know how you would do that well. I mean, it's pretty spot on, and it's all the paint's right down to it. The legs look painted. So the next assumption is that, I didn't just break it, by the way, is that something happened to the figure. Maybe the legs were just in really bad shape, and whoever had this before repaired it with what they had available. And if all they had available was Cliff Dagger's legs from Playful, well, I guess that's how you would put it together. That's my best assumption. So that was me channeling Batman, essentially, to try to figure out this. And I don't know if that's it for sure or not. But I do know that this is not the one that I initially wanted. It's got half of what I was looking for, and the bottom half is like something different. But what do you think this is? Do you think my assumption is correct? Do you have any other theories? I thought about it for a little while, and it's just all I could come up with. And if you have anything to input here, I would love it. But I think my second theory is probably the one that's correct. So initially, when I thought it was fake completely, I was just going to keep it out of circulation. So nobody else really got fooled with this, whether it was on purpose or by accident. But then, luckily my wife has Batman skills too and helped point that out. So give her a thank you in the comments. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. I'm curious because I'm confused still. I think I know what it is, but I'm still confused. And random t-shirt giveaway. Captain Anon. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it and say it on your YouTube handle. All you have to do is post the secret word in the comments below to claim the prize. The t-shirt will be the 35-year shirt, and the code word will be purple monkey dishwasher. If anybody gets that reference, you're okay in my book. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to help keep M.a.s.K alive. And this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later. Spectrum's got such super vision.